My, you can tell the ship is the pinnacle of high class. I mean, look at this amazing decor, this fantastic artwork. A perfect 10 out of 10. This must be a Monet classic. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we talked to 3 of our antagonists, Blanc, V, and Scarlet. This time we'll be talking to the final 4 of our people that we've not quite met yet. Starting with whoever's behind this door.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
Excuse me.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Have a seat. Bourbon?
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now. We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day that's sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Of course. If you would rather fight, that can be arranged.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you 2 down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. Fie seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Oh yeah? Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fie putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike too. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty of time to develop on that front if she so pleases.
They really seem to adore her, like 2 proud parents talking about their child. And yet... If you don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fie behind? After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh, Fie told you about that. It sounds like you're closer to her than I thought you were.
I trust this is simply me being paranoid. But you haven't tried making any moves on her, have you?
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the 2 of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
We'll be sure to tell Fie our reasons in due time. Until then, leave the issue be.
All right, I can accept that. Still, she's our classmate. In that sense, she's like family to me, to us, too. And we feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear on that.
Fighting words right there.
Still, we'll remember you said that. Returning to the matter at hand, you're sure you haven't tried to make any moves on her?
Come on, spit it out.
They really are like 2 overprotective fathers. I was hoping to get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to. All we did was talk about Fie the whole time. Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her, so it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Where's our AU of Zeno and Leonidas being Fie's dad, and they're both Fie's 2 dads? You know, just helping her through the everyday life of a student. Sounds very wholesome. Zeno is voiced by Evan Smith, who is Junpei in Zero Escape. Leonidas is voiced by Gerald C. Rivers, very sexy voice, who is M. Bison in Street Fighter, Eggsteth in Dissidia, and Suga in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
can sense someone inside. What the?
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass. So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Berea, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time, but what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kinda hard to put into words.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch.
Huh?
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic. And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Something that just gives you results, without the processes you'd usually have to go through to obtain them. You've got one too, right?
Well, true. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them. Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah, thanks for your time. Oh yeah, so how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
His circumstances seem very different from mine. Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense. I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is. One day.
I don't know why that ended sounding like a pickup line. Oh, how much of you is unnatural, baby? Oh, it's all of me. It's weird. Mick Burns weird. He's also voiced by Max Biddleman, who we have seen before as Ryuji in Persona 5. He's also Denim Pavel in Tactics Ogre, which I have came out recently, also as of time of recording, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. King in Seven Deadly Sins, Philbo in Bug Snacks, Red the 13th in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, Lewis in Code Vein, Atsushi Nakajima in Bungo Stray Dogs, very strange anime, I've not seen too much, actually no, I'm thinking Fruits Basket, still, it's a well-known anime. Claude Wallace in Valkyria 4, Leo, Gray, Kaden, and Forrest in Fire Emblem Shigura in Tales of Berseria, Kosei in Your Light in April, as well as Kira Yamato in Mobile Suit Gundam Seed sometimes. I couldn't quite understand what that one was and behind the voice actor because he is one of 2 listed English voice actors, and they're both listed for both versions of the show. I don't get it. I've never watched it. I'm not a mech guy.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir. Huh? It's open. It's empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here. Oh. Looking at her lying down like this, she really is just a child. Maybe 12 or 13? Somewhere close to Milliam's age. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance?
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pentagrule. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got plenty of growing left. Wait.
Huh?
Good morning?
Reen Schwarzer, why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then. Clown Soleus.
No, it was just an innocent mistake. Whoa, can we at least talk about this?
No mercy for trespassers. So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room.
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
No, I didn't! How many times do I have to explain what happened before you'll believe me?
I was making a joke. Had you any intention of harming me, Clown Soleus would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
If that's what you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Well, no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though, and just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so. As all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question. And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around. Sorry, that was probably too harsh. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
What?
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, That is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bells, and loaned. That makes it sound like, I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
No, I did not. The Black Workshop? Loaned? Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
The robotic I'll always listen to orders character is very hit or miss for me. And Altina, fine. But fittingly for that, we do actually have a little bit of connection even with the robots because of Persona 5 Royal. Because she is voiced by Zam Twin, who is Haru in Persona 5. Of course, we had the Robo Haru in the Yokohama boss fight. As well as this is the first character that has been in 3 series so far. It's surprising that it wasn't Cassandra Lee Morris, but I'm fine with this because she's also Narv in Triangle Strategy, as well as Marianne in Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I probably, my initial plans went through, should have been a series like 2 years ago. As well as Naji Leonis in Seven Deadly Sins, Momoe in Kuroko's Basketball, Platelets in Cells at Work, Makia and Makia when the Promised Flower Bloom, I think it's... whatever. She's Makia and Menma. One of them is When the Promised Flower Blooms. I don't remember which one, if it's Anohana or Makia. As well as Koizumi in Love Live, Sachi in Sword Art Online, Ui in Keion, as opposed to Yui, the main character, and Pala Pala in Sailor Moon. I don't think that's a very important character, but it is from 2000, so...
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting. No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
Didn't I see her in Legram?
Who goes there? Wait, you're the Ashen Knight's pilot.
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros. Duvali the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced? You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear. Learn your place!
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
So, now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own, but for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the 7th, not the 2nd. She is the leader of the Stahlritter, the great light which guides us, gallant yet beautiful, proud yet merciful. She's the strongest knight of all, and oh, she's simply divine.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is. So the head of the Stahlritter is also a woman?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stahlritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies. As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
You just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the society's leader, the Grand Master. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness. But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, all right? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence. Now get the hell out of my room!
She chased me out. I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
I love Dooley as a character. She's very much a nerd, and it's great.
She still seems depressed, you say? I'm afraid so. It pains me to see her like this, to be honest. Perhaps we should inform Miss Grace about this?
Well, I can certainly see it having a negative effect on her health if she remains this way much longer. Whether Miss Grace will truly care, however, I'll give the issue a forfeit. May I leave here to you in the meantime?
Absolutely.
Totally not suspicious. Jubilee is voiced by Eden Regal, who we have actually seen before on the channel, but I feel like I've never mentioned her. She is voiced by Eden Regal, who is Fumi Togo in Persona 5, also Fleisch in Fire Emblem Three Houses, Devola and Popola in Nier, Eri in Yakuza Like a Dragon, Coco Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot 4, Anna Rosemont and Catherine Estelis in Tales of Vesperia, Jenny in Shadows of Valencia, Isabeau in Shin Megami Tensei 4, Marie in Persona 4, as well as Sumiya and Na in Fire Emblem Awakening. With that, that is all of our antagonist characters taken care of, and now, with these lovely flowers marking the lovely room, we'll see who our lovely our lovely final guest is. But until then, see you guys later.